Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy Friday Eve, everyone. One more day until the weekend. One more day till the weekend. So, hope everyone is doing fantastic. Just changing the camera right here. We should be good to go. We are going to be playing What Remains of Edith Finch tonight. I have heard many great things about this game. Never played it before. I actually owned it on Steam. I think I bought it and stuff like that quite a few years ago, and then it was on sale on the Switch. So I have it on that. I have it and stuff on. I think the PS4. They ended up doing that on for PS Plus for one of their deals as well too and stuff on there. So yeah, I've been actually really looking forward to this. We should be able to complete this, I think, in 1 to maybe 2 streams. We might even be going over a little bit tonight. This is definitely going to be a lot different than what you're normally used to seeing on here. We have played games like this before in the past. We played games like Among the Sleep, which was very emotional. For anybody that remembers that game as well too, it just had like such a twist, and I was just like blown away by the ending. And I've heard that this is kind of, I guess, kind of one of those things, and it's really intriguing as well too, from the comments that I've heard. We've also played Life is Strange as well. I haven't played Before the Storm at all, and I mean that one would be really a fun one to play as well too. But we played some of those as well too. But mainly we're playing retro games, we're playing platformers, maybe some new things. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit different today, but still we'll have a ton of fun. Let's see what this game is all about. After we complete this game, we will be moving on to the last day of June, which is another, I think, style of this same type of game. And if we do have enough time after that playthrough, we will be doing some random retro games just to close out the year, because obviously and stuff there in January, our first stream in January is going to be Pokemon Yellow. So really looking forward to playing that. So hope everyone is doing fantastic. Let me catch up with chat here. Jazavar, awesome to see you there, buddy. And D-Man, awesome to see you both. Drumstick, it saved the captain at the last second. Captain has been saved 175 times. Oh my gosh. Gonna be in and out tonight. Just spend a little time with the lovely wife, but gotta show Cap some love. Aw, thank you so much there, Jazavar. No worries, appreciate the lurk, and I understand, some people might also be wanting to just lurk and stuff because they would like to play this game and stuff eventually. I totally get that as well too. So if you want to just, throw up a lurk and stuff and or even put it on mute or whatever and stuff, whatever you want to do, so you could enjoy this game in its entirety and stuff on your own, I completely understand as well too. So I mean, games like Mario, we've all played Mario, right? But, a game like this, a really story-heavy game, we're not exactly too sure what to expect, right? So, but, and D-Man, awesome to see you there, buddy. Oh, man. Awesome to see you. And Floppy Kiwi, awesome to see you. And Double Zero, thank you so much for coming back as well, too. And have a great lurk there, buddy. All right. Let's get going. I'm going to actually restart the game here, I think, as well too, just so we could start fresh. Everything here for the title screen and everything. I reset the death counter. I don't even know if you can have any deaths. I don't know. I've never played this one before, so I have no clue what to expect on this. Aside from the few things that I heard and Big Beefcake talking about it. So I have to see what remains of Edith Finch. Does look pretty cool. Almost kind of looks like a little bit of the scene, at least right here, of I don't know, kind of almost reminds me of our and Alan Wake almost. All right, let's get started. That is really kind of cool. Or the title and stuff just kind of ends up being there in the background there. All right, let's see what we have. So the Finches have like a... Okay, I can't... New game? Alright. So we'll erase your current data and save data. Guess we'll really have anything. Okay. Maybe we... Alright, yeah. Wasn't any. This is the first time I've opened up this game. But how is everyone doing today? How's everybody's week been? One more work day. Oh, okay. Can move around. I thought maybe this was like a title screen or something. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, so we have the action button. R2, it seems. Okay.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with a house. I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Huh. The action type button when you want to buy something? See, like I'm walking toward the front gate of house. I know, right? Exactly. Could be.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Hey, Miko! How's it going there, Miko?
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Wait, it's going. Oh, been a long day. Oh
In the
man.
will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Been a long week for me too. Publishing clearing out sweepstakes and just in time too. Unbelievable amounts of overdue property taxes. Yeah, that's exactly what the contents of that is. Over 3 hours to pay bills? Aww.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Huh. Gosh, this looks awesome though. How many bills we got? Probably maybe they were just piling up. That's just pulling invoices. Oh wait, or are you talking? Oh, wait, are you? Oh, are you talking about at work? Not at home, right? Not the home bills. Work, yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. That makes sense. 3 hours to pay bills. No. That's at home and stuff like that. Was that like 6 months? Man, 600K of bills?
The
I know.
truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Usually pay out over $500,000. I know, right? I know, right, Miko? And the account, no, they would never again see that deer. A few short moments after galloping away, and put on display in the next living room. And then it was Bambi's dad.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Intriguing. That's opinion of the con. Kind of cool. Gosh. This would be amazing. Outside part. Like a spooky... It kind of does. It kind of does. I have no clue what to expect. Maybe should I try today? Or cider? I'm not sure. Which one are you going to pick out, D-Man? Saturday.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
D-Man needs dinner. Nice. What is for dinner? I had pigs in a blanket, keto style. It's food.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Made ramen noodles with canned chicken and broccoli. Ooh, that. Yeah, and then I had some celery with some salsa and cream. Sour chicken and Aldi run. Likely tomorrow. I go every 3 weeks. What? Sounds like you go every other day. Alright, maybe only to Trader Joe's every other.
The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Like, I have not my fault.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Oh no. Give me a Resident Evil 7 vibe. That is all Ollie's.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Kind of gives me that vibe too there, my fault. Almost kind of like getting that like Life is Strange kind of emotional kind of feeling.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Hmm. Well, there's your sweet and sour. Oh, it looks a lot cleaner though. Yesterday it was cheese soup with potato and broccoli and cauliflower and green onions and celery. Could make more, but just had that. Might be easiest option though. Nice, not as bloody. Got an oatmeal stout from Trader Joe's. Might try out ciders for the next day or two. Not.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
'Cause I know a lot of canned salmon. Yeah.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
You'll find out why. Yeah. Yeah, that's on your diet, is it? What, canned salmon? Maybe. It probably is. Gonna be my diet for a year. Yeah.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Got some canned salmon right now. Like this stuff too. Made of meat, just kitchen. All look like cook type thing. About food. Time and the gods. Okay, that's right. This wild feet. Good book of yeah. That picture is definitely creepy. Like maybe it's the original house. Guessing. On my book, The Weird. Anybody got a library card?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
This is where. No. Oh, this is the front door. Never mind. Tried to come in.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Like very soft. In the way that she's describing everything.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Build door. Yeah, it looked like. Look at this. Okay.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Wow, we actually got some rain. Rain in Southern California. No way.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
I know, right? True. My friend Bigfoot.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of. The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
You set. Okay, cool. It looks so water. Game has this spooky vibes.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
I have not. I've heard great things about it. Okay.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Huh.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
In for a treat.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
No, I don't even think I've ever heard of it. Dead body everywhere.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Bed bug.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Crazy. Oh my gosh. You know the quote. Which one is it?
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be
Oh,
gone
bug.
soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
We got into one of the rooms. One of the rooms was open, so then we unlocked like a little padlock and stuff like that, which opened up a little passageway into this one door that was one of the locked doors. Read this old diary. Now it seems like, it's like now we're inside the diary's thought. Now we're in Molly's room.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
So now we're like, now we're.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Okay. Now the kid just ate.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Was she like locked in? Not with it. Like. Yeah.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
You know. Sushi, yo. Got it. Attached restroom.
I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night.
Here's in the door. Oh god.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Berries are? Yeah, that's holly. Aren't they like poisonous, I think?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Following the.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Maybe. No, if realistic, those gutters would have given way and that our song toggled down the cliff from probably snow. No, we're a cat now. We are now a cat. So we're not a kid, we're a cat. And we went out the window and now we're a cat.
The babies were all gone.
What? I blame the toothpaste and the holly berries. Probably. Well, gutters could hold it.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Bust. Yeah, don't step away. Talking a young child, what, 30, 40 pounds max? I know, but we're a cat though, right? Or is she just imagining? I mean, coon cats. Cat. Yeah.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I
Doesn't get
wouldn't
big.
climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Hey, yellow T-Rex. How are you doing? What a weird story. Yeah. Or free toothpaste.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Oh, you finished the game? Did you finish this game?
A mama rabbit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
2 to 4 hours, depending on how you play in chat. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard like it's like 3 hours like complete. Anxiety inducing.
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Kind of freaking me out a bit. It's definitely strange. I'm definitely intrigued, and I want to know more. It is definitely weird.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
that host there, buddy. How you doing? Thank you for taking care of that shout out too, buddy. Some Culture Club vibes. We are a monster. We are... Yeah, they did Karma Chameleon. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Karma Chameleon. You're good. Just got doing some modding, so I figured I'd stop by. Nice. It's like one of that. Oh, Boy George would. Oh. Wait. You're talking about the hat. Oh, gotcha. Meal stout is tasty. Nice. I'll have to check that one out. There, D-Man. All right, so we got whatever that person was, but. Oh, we can go up this way. Okay. I was like, there's gotta be something. Here we go. Here we go.
I wanted to stop,
Just in this
but
game,
also
though.
I didn't.
One of my favorite of all time. Oh, nice. Culture Club. Gotcha. No, Pearl Live's voice from anyone in the voice is so distinct. Oh, maybe it's, we have to go out this way and then back on it. No man in the original Rudolph is... Oh, gotcha! Hey, Link Bahamut! Thank you so much for that host. Awesome to see you there, Link. How you doing there, buddy?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, we smelled something new. Something I had to have.
Thank you there,
so I
MT,
swam
for doing
towards
that shout out.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
I know, right there, Link. Apparently. Are we up? Or are we a snake still? I blame the bush. Oh gosh. So fun. New Twitch rules. Those rules don't backfire. I heard a little bit about it. Yours is supposed to be more mature and not de-evolve.
I got closer and closer.
And some words. Yeah. Covering them today. Yeah, I saw some people talking about it. So behind the changes. Starting to get on the nerves.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Conversation earlier today, my bud. I don't even know what that is. For mentioning.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Oh, okay. I think I see it. Hey, Recon! How's it going there, buddy? I am doing great.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
That one that, like the cat walking by stuff and then didn't look at us. Yeah, like it's definitely a bit strange, but very intriguing. Backlash that they get. Yeah.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Surprise me. I know, right there, MTG.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
G-Man with the host. Thank you so much for that host there, G-Man. How you doing there, buddy?
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh. Thank you there, Miko, for doing that shout out. Miko and MTG. Dragon Warrior G-Man. Surprise!
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Awesome, G-Man. alcohol. That is the Troll King MTG. Nice school. It's my free McDonald's today. Run down there now. Still need a din din. Ham and cheese in my future.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Yep, is switching to his up his streams, doing nothing but Dragon Warrior 2 speed runs and plenty of bush beer. Fort Sam.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did.
Oh Lord. Stop and jump off or something. Alright, gotta be up early tomorrow. See y'all later. Alright there, Miko. Have a good one there, Miko. Awesome to see ya. See you there, Miko. Traded in the Xbox One S 500 gig and games for PS3 Sim 500 gigs and 16 games, 15 PS3 games, PS1 game. Oh, nice, Douglas Retro. That is awesome. Maybe we go like super fast or something. Been a while since Kev's been on a swing. Oh, okay. Thank you. They're my
At
fault.
Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Thanks for
I
that
think
subtle
Calvin
hint.
always wanted to fly.
Sam, Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
On PS2. Color this slim. Okay, awesome.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Rolls by the.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again. The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sam. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages.
Hmm.
There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later,
Ooh.
Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
What in the...
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Wait, I had a key. I know, right?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Fritz with the host. Thank you so much for that host there, Fritz. How you doing there, buddy?
Walter, are you there?
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police described the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Thank you there, MTG, for doing that shout out.
Barbara turned, saw the Hookman, and was speechless.
Yeah.
He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Move from the PlayStation Store.
She played her part.
Really?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Yeah, I've never played this game either before, too.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Console version of Cyberpunk got bad reviews.
Door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Going on now.
She saw what kind of monsters
We are.
they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous.
Exactly, MTG.
Final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh, gosh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
A really eerie tale. Oh my gosh, where's Rug? Really eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Xbox One version of Cyberpunk 2077 did not fare well. Wild people playing it. Ah. That comic Van Gogh. Oh my gosh. Very funny, Jazzavar. Ha 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 ha. Hannibal Lecter, I assume.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Well, the monologue must have been an earful. Played through the whole main story and had 0 crashes on Xbox One. Makes sense why they deal. The lost one. It's telling like a story, and you're like going through like all these different rooms.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Hopkins, Hannibal Lecter. Yeah. Gonna have dinner. All right, there, Link. Have a great great dinner there, buddy. Right back. All right, there, Jazavar. Back there. The girl currently is in all these different story jotting down the tales are told.
I wonder if that comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the basement.
Yeah, that's right. Little subtle hint. Get downstairs. Find the key. What's the key? Wow. You're back, yeah. Alright there, Recon. See you when you come back, buddy. There we go. Dark spots throughout the house. Beautiful parts of Central Coast California, like Monterey and Santa Cruz. Parts of Salinas. Oh, yeah.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Huh. Power tool.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Huh. Hope to play this soon. It is pretty cool. Just, I guess for me and stuff, just at least have an open mind. That's what I'm doing, definitely. Last day of June. Yeah, that's going to be our next one. Day of June.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Huh. Well, here's where all that canned food came.
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
you know what? Okay, this you wonder why all the run on the grocery stores and where like all the toilet paper went. It went here, where it is, where it all is. Salinas in the same county for 19 years before moving to Texas. Nice.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
A little bunker. Sure. Right?
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Huh. I'm not mentioning clues or booklets or other sources. Huh.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
Games?
Almost friendly.
Yeah, true.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Yeah, exactly. Jazzavar's like, ah, no. Oh. Okay. Barbara's murder. Oh, that was under the bed. That's right. Monster's looking for him. Oh, and that's why he was going missing. Okay. Thought he was going to be coming back.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly.
Oh.
And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Apparently he did. Yeah. I know. My fault is like, no. Now it's getting dark.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
They're back. Alright, they're my fault. Back.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
And I'm honoring. Kind of like hear about the story and then you go
Maybe
and
she
check
was
it out.
afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant. I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Hey, Dave, how's it going there, buddy? Language
You're right,
kind.
Dad, it's starting to clear up.
I know, right?
Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Love this game. Oh my gosh, I'm playing it for the very first time, too. Relaxing but tense. Yeah, it seems so. It's definitely been quite a trip. Oh, look for the deer. Yeah. Got back from making hot chocolate for the last 20 minutes. Miss anything interesting? Oh my gosh. Like so much. Like a second. You kind of missed it. Jazavar's already lost. Oh, it's on the cliff. Yeah, we're gonna play the last day of June next. And we'll back to retro games before we start. Then for stream in January, we're gonna be doing Pokemon Yellow. So. Out.
quite like being outside.
Oh, right. Like land on the aircraft carrier. Yeah, I know. My military, but there's a lot of light pollution to see the junction through it. So go any further.
Aw.
The sound effect here. Killing, oh no. PS5 today. Did you? Oh my gosh, nice. Hey, on the rest of this stream. Cliff though. Can't go any further that way. No, I don't think I did. Maybe that's what it is.
A little more gas in the tank, I guess.
Maybe that's why. Oh.
Hold still up.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
There we
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious.
Oh, there we
Being
go.
out here make you want to chill out, Dad?
Good eyes, Don.
A random ghosts pop up right about now. There we go. Now we're able to get.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on... Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Hey, Mad Lad, how are you doing there, buddy?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Wow.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
How's it going there, Mad Lad? How's it going there, buddy? Good hunt for the D. Alright, how are you, Cap? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Just one more day. One more day of work, you know? And and then the weekend, and then 3 days, and then a whole like week and a half. So.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Or OT. Oh my gosh, I hope so for you there. My fault.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Okay. Frog.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
Oh, call's taking an awful long time. The phone say, hold on, I need to get out of the bath and resume the call.
It sure made him happy.
I'm gonna see when I'm sick to water and Dr. Pepper.
I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Get high.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything.
Your kid. Dub. Frog going bad. Tough. Hey, gamer.
But I know what happened
Summer.
wasn't your fault.
One but good. Yeah, it's a blind playthrough for me.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Yeah, I was kind of noticing and stuff like that too. Stuff like that. Some of the they're pretty young.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
They've rock climbing all by one. Yeah.
Poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to
Come here.
But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Good piloting there. Yeah.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power, but all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus. My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
That would do it. Back up there. Go back up. Yeah, I was like, I missed something. I'm getting out of this. Is it people? Yeah.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Part of the game is pretty. Yeah. Exactly. Find something, story, and then fix it.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings. Milton
You played,
Finch
you recognize the artwork.
The magic paintbrush.
Gotcha. Huh. Look.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Huh. I know we've been kind of like lost into this story. No.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Been lost. Well, this is basically saying he went world of
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
mix so far.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis. Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Hookah. Oh. Like he the type for other things too.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
We're the developers before coming up with this.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Fish aren't. Yeah, multitask. Yeah, I know.
Then something moved. Bats.
I'm gonna hack themselves off. I know, right?
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
It's fish heads.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then.
Painted a daydream. I do see fish heads. Yeah.
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery.
The good fish killing music right there. I know, right? There's a lot of bass to it.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
Bass, like fish, not bait. Yeah. Going for the pun of it. Yeah.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
It has cat ruins are perfectly. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. It was a good pun.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept
Used
saying
to it. Fish in the guillotine, take it away before it chops its head. No. You mean, like, take it just on down this way?
In
No.
Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
What's to flounder the ones I found?
handsome queen.
I think he's just
The
catfishing
queen
you.
was on her own quest for radiant rainbows. He followed the sound of her
Get the fish a kid out before we... Oh, get...
silver harp.
Now you're on Rainbow Road. Yeah.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it.
People talking to this guy and him ignoring you. He was hard of hearing.
In
Oh,
his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
we can lend him your ear.
My
Oh gosh.
imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know.
So we found out the buck stops on the cliff top.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis,
Yeah.
the cannery worker.
Let Minnow, who wants the help in where to go. Let Minnow.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Guys,
including the
Lewis.
wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
I know where this is going. So Sam and Lewis should hang out sometime. The words on the screen.
There was only one thing left to do.
Yeah, me too there, D-Man.
Bend down his head.
Oh gosh. Kid with a fish.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed
Jeez.
by all of us who knew him.
Is this one left him to flounder? Yep, I knew it.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
A carp. That ended badly. All the pun. Okay, I'm gonna take a really quick restroom break and stuff here. So I'll be right back in just a second. We're gonna keep going. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. Need to head off. Take care, Captain and crew. Hope you all have a great week. You as well there, Jasmine. Have a great rest of your week and weekend there, buddy. I'm sure that it looks like we're going to probably be back Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, possibly. Because I know Thursday and Friday is this evening Christmas Day, and I'll be with the family. So, but have a good one and stuff there, Jazavar. Awesome to see you there, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us. Even though you were completely lost, don't worry. So was I at times. Go and take a shower. Took a nap and didn't turn on the fan, so I feel so sweaty. Alright, no worries there, Link.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
I think it's almost over. End of, like, the characters said that this is like the last
Have the
part.
nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Just at least, like, going by the stories. Talking about the
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Yeah, it's not very long. It is pretty much like... And what it said on how long to be. The same thing with the last day of
For
June.
a while, I wandered.
Just faster view. Yeah.
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Beautiful.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
You take pictures. Yeah.
Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Huh. Of this game, yeah, it was a really neat intro. Definitely nicely done. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a lot of different things to ponder. I mean, you have almost like a Kubrick film. It's not a typical type of story and stuff too. It's definitely not a Disney type of movie. Those games too go through again, and just kind of like, I don't know, it's just like wrap your head around it even more and stuff too, now that you kind of know. Thank you there, Ragna. Thank you there, buddy, and I appreciate the lurk. Death, and that's a very hard topic for many people. Yeah, exactly. Well, it was a really tough topic and stuff when we were, playing Among the Sleep. I remember that one, like, I was just blown away at that ending, too. But how's it going and stuff there, Ragna? Awesome to see you there, buddy. And actually, we pretty much completed it right at the 3-hour mark, so... Yeah, really heavy. It's like every story game that we play and stuff is pretty heavy. I mean, Life is Strange, Among the Sleep. Yeah. It's not usually the typical games that we play. What are you talking about, Marty? Wait has nothing to do with it. I know, right? Heavy. Why do you say that? You say this? Is there an issue and stuff with the Earth's gravitational pull in the future? What? Game talks about schizophrenia. Yeah. I mean, just a lot of different things. Yeah. So the next game that we're going to play is The Last Day of June. And we're going to do that one next week. And if it goes anywhere near like this kind of game and stuff too, then we'll probably beat it in a stream, and then we'll be doing some random retro. So we might have probably 1 or 2 streams of retro games, I'm thinking. The Last Day of June, I think another story type one. Sorry, alert experience of myself. Yeah. No worries there, D-Man. I completely understand, I mean, it's not like Mario where it's like, we've played it, we've seen it, too. I mean, it's kind of like with these story games. Either you've played it before, or you haven't played it and you want to play it, so you're gonna lurk, and then, or you have, other, or either that, or you just don't care. Among the Sleep. Have that on. That was that Among the Sleep was good, yeah. That one was good and stuff, but really heavy topic too. Okay. Another good one is, oh, you played the last day of June? Well, that's gonna be Monday. Or are you talking about Among the Sleep? Yeah, that was Among the Sleep. Yeah, definitely a heavy topic. Oh my gosh, I know you don't usually don't play all of these heavy style games. Usually our streams are very lighthearted, aren't they? You know, lots of humor and you know, just a lot of kind of fun. But it's kind of nice to do a little bit different game. I remember when I played Life is Strange. I think it was probably one of the first games I played that was kind of this style of game, and yeah, it was definitely different, because I was like, wait a second, this is pretty heavy. I think I almost had to like have a couple drinks when we were playing Life is Strange, just because it was super serious. Right, Unfinished Swan. What is that? Is that on Steam? I've ever heard of that one. I know we were talking about. Oh, it's a puzzle game. Okay. Nice. Yeah, we kind of, I mean, really, we don't usually take detours like this, but I thought it was like the perfect time to do that, because, we're kind of waiting until January to start Pokemon. So, we had time. And then, MTG, I'm not sure if you're still there, buddy, but I was wondering if you had Okay, you are? Okay, cool. Do you see anybody on? I see Pete Creek. It was also thought-provoking and emotional. Yeah, right. Yeah, not like this. Not like this game. My gosh, it was pretty deep though. You know what, I'm not gonna lie and stuff. I mean, aside from all of the kind of like going through the stories and knowing kind of like how they kind of like ended, and it just seemed like a curse and stuff on there too. I almost like, I don't know, I just almost want to wrap my head a little bit more around it too. Don't want to mind if there's no. Oh, there's always somebody. There's always somebody and stuff there. Like, just I always try to raid kind of a team member and stuff from Digital Odyssey, so let's try to do that once a week. But I obviously several. Oh, MTG, no recommendations. I mean, we could do. I'd like to do. Petrie. And is from Unite TV. Okay. Who do you got there, Link? Following them. Well, Digital Odyssey and stuff. It's kind of it's a team that I'm on and stuff like that. Still Unite TV and stuff, and supporting everybody and stuff on there too. It's I'm part of their Discord and stuff, and it's a lot of other really awesome streamers that have just been really awesome and stuff too. I mean, really, I'm just really all about meeting people and supporting other people and stuff too. So it's been some really awesome people I've met. Gaming. Wait, what? Unite TV. Both. So sweet and very naughty. Oh gosh. Both of them and stuff too, but I don't know if there's an official way and stuff like that to. I mean, aside from the graphics that I have and stuff on the stream, the DO, of course, obviously. And then through Twitch and stuff, I'm on there too. Hey, Cash Flow, how's it going? Awesome to see ya. Stuff their cash flow. Awesome to see ya and stuff there, buddy. Yeah, we're actually right at the end. So, played Hellblade. What is that? I think I've heard of it. I've heard of that. So, okay. Yeah, I mean, we could definitely take a look at it. Oh, Petrick's about to end? Aw. Yeah. I know, that's what you were saying and stuff there, MTG. Usually it's kind of like right towards the tail end and stuff, right around the time that we end and stuff like that. A lot of these other people and stuff are kind of jumping off there too. You know, it always seems like kind of the same one or two people and stuff that are usually, you know, on and stuff there too. And then Fridays and stuff, you know, probably lucky if they are on there. Been getting a little bit tough and stuff kind of with being Pacific Standard Time and a lot of these other people and stuff, you know, being probably Central and Eastern. So Essen from IGN is even playing Cyberpunk. Nice. Oh, it's a major title with number 2 due to come out in characteristics. Oh, really? Huh. So yeah, sorry their cash flow and stuff. Awesome to see you though again too. We should be streaming probably early next week. I haven't announced the schedule, but it's going to probably be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I mean, we always try to do 3 streams a week, but with Christmas Eve and Christmas Day being next week, Thursday and Friday, I'm going to be spending those days with family and stuff. So, so we'll probably just be doing early that week, and then that Wednesday will probably be our last stream of the year as well, too. So, definitely. Oh, it's definitely no 3-hour game. Oh, really? It's on the Xbox podcast. It always plays Destiny or Destiny. Oh, wow. From repeating that number 1 quote. Yeah, you know what? Let me go ahead and turn that off and stuff here. Stuff on here. I turned that on and stuff for like some variety. It was, and I thought it was going to do random ones, but it's been doing that same one over and over. It says random quotes, you know, but it's only like the latest one. So I'm gonna disable it. There we go. I disabled it. So there we go. Oh my gosh, good old Koopy, I know, right? No, it does a different. No, that was Link. That was a Link right there, doing that one. See, the exclamation point quote does a random one, but I put it on Nightbot and stuff for a timer, but it only did like the last one. I'm like, I don't want the last one. I want all the random ones. So, but to have a great night and stuff there, Recon, and have a great night and a great weekend and stuff too. Tonight, our last stream. So we will be back early next week. The next game that we're going to be playing is last day of June, and then for the last stream or two, we'll be doing some other random kind of retro games too to round out the year. So just had it periodically enter exclamation point quote. I'd have to look into it. And so this was just actually a Nightbot command that was actually set for a random quote and stuff that was on a timer that was on there that they already had kind of pre-made. So I'd have to look into just setting up a manual separate one and stuff there. Yeah, so not so random now though. Exactly, I know. I'm like, I want to have a random. Would pick up and fix Ember Journey Beyond. What's that one? They're my fault. Okay, so I will. Yeah, that sounds great and stuff there, Link. To support Hail. Is it Hail Gaming? I hope I'm. Oh, a friend of Nick. Okay, cool, awesome. Be a fun game for it. I know. You know what? There's my fault. I tell you, there's so many games in just so little time. I mean, really, we usually don't take too many detours, kind of like this, because we have so many games, like literally and stuff. Exclamation point retro poll. is probably going to be the games that it's going to probably take us probably most of next year to get through. And there's only like 10 games on there. And that's if we play through all of them. So we just have so many of them. Oh, it's an older PC title. Has an overall story with 3 sub-stories. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, we don't usually play too many of these story games. It was fun, though. It definitely was. Also a friend of mine. Don't have too much contact. Really. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome there, Link. Awesome. Okay, you have it. Okay. Awesome. Okay, all right. So anyway and stuff. Thank you. Get to it again. Oh, cool. Nice. Well, you know what? I really enjoyed this game. It was definitely different. I like playing different genres of games and stuff too. Like I said, this is I can count on one hand the amount of times that we've done story type games like this. Like Life is Strange, we did Among the Sleep. Not too many of them. Those are the 2 that like stick out in my mind and stuff too. On these, but it was fun. It was definitely fun. It was a good time to probably get this one in here. The same thing with the last day of June. So we're going to be playing that one next. That one will be most likely probably Monday or Tuesday there, and then we'll be getting back into retro games and stuff for the last stream or 2, and then that'll be that'll end the year, and then we'll be coming back and stuff in January with more Pokemon Yellow. So making him play a certain GameCube game. Oh my gosh, yeah, right. So many games, like literally, and stuff. I know, right? Exactly. And then the retro poll, yeah, that's the poll that we're going to be going off of here next year. So after we get through Pokemon Yellow, we're going to be returning to this list. We also still do have Conker's Bad Fur Day as well, but as of right now and stuff, we have Castlevania Aria Sorrows on the Game Boy Advance that's polling really well. Final Fantasy IX, Twilight Princess for the GameCube, and then kind of jumps down and stuff almost to Resident Evil 4. We already beat Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, and then we have Final Fantasy Tactics, Legend of Mana 17, Pokemon Coliseum for the GameCube, Pokemon Gold for the Game Boy Color. Now, I mean, this is a running total list too, so as people decide to vote more and stuff on these games and vote for as many as they want, this list can kind of change too. So, and then Arcade Spirits is at the bottom part of the list, but still on there. And remember, for anybody that has 25,000 GROG tokens, you can actually go ahead and request any of those games too. Mind me teasing? No, absolutely no, not at all. There, D-Man. No, it was perfect. It's perfect. Actually, I'm going to have the mods and stuff starting in January. We're going to really start pushing that list, that one, and then also probably our list and stuff for our late spring, early summer previous RPG playthrough as well too. So we kind of hammered out a list and stuff and got that. So we're going to get that going too. So it's going to be fun. Need 12,000 more points. Nice. So far. Hey, you know what? You got 2,500 points and stuff there. And Floppy Kiwi, 40 hours and stuff too. You're gonna... Yeah, you'll get there and stuff there. But especially, I mean, with that sub and everything too, and the Friday night streams, and when we do special streams, I mean, you rack up a lot of points and stuff then. That way too with the points and stuff, but the hours and stuff, eventually you get them and stuff pretty quick. So 41 hours, my gosh, 23,000, almost have enough. But remember, you could request a game that's on one of the polls that we've had already and stuff. So it's not just any game. It's got to be games that we've had on previous polls before, that are on there and stuff that we never even got to before, really. So. Or maybe I think previous ones that we've even played through, I think too, as a possibility. But anyway, okay, so we have our raid target, and thank you again and stuff there, Link, for the recommendation, well too. So let me get that set. So I like raiding someone new as well too. Definitely, and fellow member of Unite TV, that's great. You know what? We haven't gotten really too much of a chance to support too many of the people on Unite TV as well too. So that is awesome. well, for sure. And then I'll mention it and stuff there on Twitter as I usually do as well. So Hail Gaming or Hail Gaming is going to be our raid target and stuff for tonight. But anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in and stuff like that to this stream. I know it was really a pretty heavy topic. I know usually and stuff we don't, have too many of those topics, but it was fun. It was definitely fun, and it's kind of nice and stuff to have a game and stuff play through it like this one as well too. And I think the next game is going to be probably along the same lines, I think, as well. I've heard that the one and stuff next time is kind of a sadder game, I think, too. So should be definitely it should definitely be a bit different and stuff and fun. But anyway, so we will be like I said, probably most likely, I haven't announced the schedule, but most likely it'll probably be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, just with the holidays coming up. And Wednesday will be the last stream of the week in the year. Next week, because I will be on vacation and stuff too, and then we'll be coming back in January. So anyway, everyone, thank you so much and stuff for tuning in. It has been fantastic. Thank you for going on this journey of this game. It was definitely really awesome, and I'm glad we got to it. Well, because it's been a game that I've had on my list for quite a while, and I've always been intrigued about it as well. But definitely really fun. Everybody have a fantastic evening. Have a fantastic Friday and a fantastic weekend. I will be definitely on Discord and stuff, around on Discord and on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, post some pictures and what have you and stuff on there. But everybody have a fantastic weekend. We'll be back early next week and stuff with another really good story heavy game. Well, too, Journey Through Schizophrenia is certainly, I know, right there, Link? Exactly. But anyway, guys, everybody, thank you so much. Have a fantastic evening. Have a fantastic weekend.